Okay, so I've got 15 minutes to go on lunch, so I figured I'd just chat with you guys for a moment. You guys see this? This is a plastic bottle of water. Specifically, I think plastic bottles are typically made out of a PVT or it's not PA66. I think it's an LDPE based plastic. I'm not 100% certain, to be honest with you, because the plastics that I worked with were largely thermal engineering plastics. But anyways, why am I talking about this water bottle? This water bottle represents a failure of a system and a even bigger failure of an idea. Because this bottle, no matter what you think it is not recyclable. Let that sink in for a second. Why is this water bottle not recyclable when you can throw it in a recycling bin and you can take this bottle and you can grind up the plastics, melt it back down, reformulate it into new pellet granules, and make another bottle? No problem. So why is it that I'm saying that this is not recyclable? Because the recycling infrastructure in the United States of America is privatized. And when you have a privatized infrastructure, there's one thing that they care about, and that is not recycling. That is profits. There are so many plastic bottles being recycled these days that this plastic is essentially worthless. This one bottle here is barely a fraction of a penny. I'm serious. These bottles are made using a blow molding technique. They start out as a flat piece of plastic. It goes into a mold and it sits in the mold just like this. And when the mold clamps and closes, a shot of air fills up through the bottom here and expands the plastic into the shape of a bottle. That is why the bottom of the bottle is actually thinner than the top of the bottle. That's because the top of the bottle needs this, the threads, and you can tell that the plastic up here at the top is a lot stronger than it is on the bottom, because there's more plastic here than there is here, because this was where the bottle started. So it's not particularly difficult to make a bottle. It's just that, and because it's not difficult means that you can make them quick. This bottle probably took less than a second to form. Probably less than half a second. So you have so many bottles being produced that you can't sell them for much of anything because you're overstocking on bottles. Right? In fact, there's a bottle plant called Plastipack in Jackson Center, Ohio, where you can sit there, you can buy these by the ton. I mean it. You buy these by the ton, and it probably doesn't even cost you $20. I mean, I haven't priced anything for Plastipack lately, to be honest with you. But anyways, this presents a problem with recycling because because I have seen, not necessarily here in our voting district, but in other areas where these bottles are basically just baled and they just sit there. Because we used to sell off all the scrap plastic that these bottles were produced to China. But 2 years ago, China decided we're not taking this stuff anymore because China now makes enough bottles of their own that they don't need our plastic anymore. So then the only solution we have is to incinerate this bottle because it is not profitable to recycle, so you can't make any money off of it. So you throw it in an incinerator, and now this bottle becomes pollution, air pollution, which is a lot worse than reusing the bottle. What is my proposition? Now, I understand some of you are going to scream communism, but we need to ban this. That's right. I'm calling for a ban on plastic bottles. In fact, I'm calling for a ban on single-use plastics in general. Bottles, sandwich bags, retail stock product. It needs to go because it is unsustainable and it needed to go yesterday. That is all.